how we should create a marketing plan. So this again is an example of how the SWOT would work, where you would find out about the branding, the product, the research, the satisfied customers. Include your entire team when you're doing a SWOT analysis, because it is an analysis of the entire company's strengths and weaknesses, not of a particular product. Because customer service might be a bad or a weakness, or customer service might even be a strength, but generally the marketing team would not know about it. So the sales, the customer service, the product department, the finance department, everybody has to be involved when they're doing a SWOT analysis, because different perspectives give a better idea of what works and what not. CEPTE is a part of SWOT, or it cannot be a part of SWOT. It depends upon the kind of business that you are in, but make sure that you are covering the CEPTEs, especially when you're doing the opportunity and the threat. So let's see what the 7 P's of marketing are now. They are product, place, price, promotion, people, process, and the physical environment. Let's take all of them one by one and integrate them into our marketing plan. So what is it about product digital marketing? So you have to ask yourself questions like, at what stage of life cycle is my product? Are there existing products similar to it? Does my product provide solutions to the customer? How is my product different from my competitors? What is its USP? Are there negative reviews of my product? What have I done to resolve it? All of these are a part of the digital media environment and the product that you need to address when you are launching your product online. Place in digital marketing is equivalent to the website or the location of the business, probably because of local search marketing. It can also be about the placement of the product on the website. Where is the product placed? Where is the call to action placed? How is it placed? Where is the form for the lead placed? So place can be about a lot of things in the digital market, and each of these, focusing on them, leads to more conversions. Bundle pricing, competitive pricing, discount pricing, standout pricing. These are some of the techniques that come across on the digital market to make more sales. Bundle pricing is when you are bundling 2 or 3 products and offering it as a discount. Competitive pricing is when you are creating softwares to compare the pricing of similar services or products. Discount for certain memberships. Membership discounts are in fact very common in digital marketing. And standout pricing, this is a technique that comes across when you say the best buy or the most popular or the best deal for you. That's a kind of standout pricing which makes you feel like this is the best for me, and the decision to take that product takes out very little time compared to taking a decision on buying which product or comparing products. So the standout pricing is a technique used a lot in the service industry when they say, okay, buy this package and this package is suitable for you, and they make that package stand out compared to the other packages. Next we come to promotion, which everybody thinks like digital marketing is just all about promotion. So promotion, is it going to be subtle? Is it going to be slap in the face? Is it going to be aggressive? Generally in digital marketing, subtlety is a big asset, because people don't like to be just marketed with products either online or offline. So in digital marketing, we generally follow the process of listening, contributing, engaging, and then becoming a leader when promoting our products. Audience profiling is one of the biggest assets of digital marketing. You know exactly what your audience preferences are and where they are located. Where is their geographic area? You can target a product by zip code. You can target advertising by zip code, which you cannot do in traditional marketing. There are plenty of weapons to target people. You can use any of the channels, you can use any of the media, you can use infographics, you can use audios, you can use blogs, you can use videos, you can use podcasts. The media available online is just amazing, and there are plenty of weapons to target your audience depending upon their preferences. So now that you have made your audience target, you've decided the strategy, you now have to get people into the sales process. What step number one is to get the people into the sales process? Is it to download the brochure? Is it to download a form? Is it to add a product to the cart? And once they are in the sales process or they have bought something, how are you going to make them take another action, like retain them or get them to do another purchase? These are all a part of the process that you have to find out in digital marketing. And certain processes, like if a person has bought a product, you can actually reach out to the same person again through email marketing. Or you can know the preferences of the kind of product a person is buying online if they are buying e-commerce, if they are from your e-commerce cart frequently. For example, my e-commerce vendor knows that I generally order a mobile cover every 6 months. So every 6 months I get a discount coupon for a mobile cover. That is why, because they've been monitoring my behavior for around 4 years at a stretch, and they now know that every 4 months this kind of segmentation should be a part of your process, because this kind of segmentations leads to more sales. And finally, physical evidence. Physical evidence is everywhere online. It comes in the forms of directories, it comes in the forms of testimonials, reviews, where everyone says what a great place this is. This place that exists has great decor for a restaurant, or great menu. The menu items were good. The service was good. The customer service was good. The fencing done was bad. Or the dentist did a great job. Things like these are about physical evidence, and they are endorsements of your business, which translates to physical evidence in traditional marketing. These endorsements are parts of physical evidence. So make sure they are there everywhere when you're doing your planning. Encourage your customers to leave reviews on whatever channel they are popular for. It can be G+, it can be Yelp, it can be Foursquare. So, and make sure that your processes or your sales process have a part that say, okay, endorse us, review us, or whatever. So where do we use the personas that we have made? Personas, if you remember, they are a part of the strategy that we are using to making a planning. So use those personas for the segmentation using the same language as your personas. Then map your personas to the content that you have created, because remember, planning for content was a big part of your planning. Allocate the budget, do the website redesign based upon the persona if needed, or you can even create dynamic content based on personas. Positioning is very important when you are creating your media or doing the creatives for your product. What does your product or service do? What need is addressed by the product and service for the benefit of the customer? List your features. Find out how the product should be bundled and packaged. Remember, positioning is about positioning a brand or product in the minds of the consumer. So that perception should be uniform across all channels. For example, if I want to come out as a company that sells glass frames, cool glass frames, it should be across all channels, be it the television, be it the radio, or be it digital media. That positioning has to be uniform. Online, there's a certain difference. For example, I might be able to project my lens to a lower segment, economic segment, and to a higher luxury economic segment, depending upon the channel. So there too, my positioning has to differ. Your positioning statement has to define the value proposition of the product to the target market. So you have to have the target market in your positioning, the point of difference, that is the reason to buy, and the point of parity, that is the frame of reference. Next, we come to branding. To develop your brand mantra, you need to go to customers and ask what comes to mind when they hear about your brand. Take 5 or 6 concepts of your brand, then relate them to the point of parity and the point of differentiation. When developing a brand mantra, always think of how you can define your brand in 30 seconds. Try to make a mental map. Use emotional modifiers, use descriptive modifiers, or use brand functions. For example, Nike is authentic, athletic performance. Disney is fun, family, entertainment. McDonald's is fun, family, food. You need to be there using these modifiers. Finally, you come to the budget. In the budget, you decide which channel to invest what, So you have the month-wise with the projected sales budget and the actual budget that was spent. You can divide your marketing programs into either campaigns or onto the channels. If you are prefer to run your marketing programs on campaigns, for example, I might decide to invest only on a campaign on Facebook, or I might want to invest on retargeting on a particular platform like AdRoll. Then break down your budget according to those campaigns instead of breaking it according to the channels. Market planning involves a lot of action. Break down each action point. Allocate timelines to campaigns. Make sure they are creatives. Above all, make sure there's accountability for each of the campaign that you're planning. You can see the planning that is attached, a marketing plan that is given there as an attachment for an example of how to actually come up with planning. But also, planning is pretty broad. A good plan is a plan that does planning in details, that sets targets, and that sets the expectations. So that sets the tone for your marketing, so that when you're creating a planning in the next round or in the next cycle, you improve upon that planning because you know where you can improve. So that is a good planning document.